Here we have a call for oven not working. If you go in my channel and you're dealing specifically with this Frigidaire, I do have a channel showing you how to ensure that you press the reset on the back of the oven. If you press that reset and you do confirm that there is gas going to your stove, then at this point we're going to troubleshoot the igniter. What we want to do is we want to set our broil, put it on low, and basically what we're going to do at this point is we're going to see if the igniter turns on. I'm just going to engage the door switch to turn the light off, and here you can see that the igniter is glowing. And what happens oftentimes is the igniter just simply starts to fail. Right now we're going to remove the shelving, and then we're going to need to remove this access panel. There's going to be 2 access panels to get us entry or access to the actual igniter, so just make sure that you're prepared for that. Off your oven. Here in the back we have 2 screws. Go ahead and loosen those, and that will allow you to pull the first panel. Once you remove the first panel, you're going to have to remove these 2 screws, and this will give you access to the igniter. To remove this panel, you're going to have to use a specific tip. This right here, you can see it's a square tip, and the actual marking on it for the tip is SQ1. Here's a close-up of the screw. Remove the 2 screws. Here, if you look, we removed the 2 top panels. We're going to have to remove this bottom panel as well so that we can gain access to the wiring to the igniter. This bottom panel, you're going to have to remove the 2 screws that secure your actual flame here where the gas goes through. So right now we have the 2 screws. You'll have one in the back and one in the front. Go ahead and pull it up. We have 2 screws that secure this bottom panel, and once you take those screws, go ahead and put them to the side. Inside, we're going to have one more screw that needs to be removed as well. To do that, go ahead and remove the bottom panel. This is our igniter. We're going to remove these 2 screws, and that will allow us to replace the igniter. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut these wires to this igniter, so that will allow us to tie in our new igniter. Go ahead and strip your 2 wires. This is our new igniter. We're basically going to tie both ends in together. Just make sure that when you are tying them in that you don't use plastic wire nuts. Instead of the igniter that I purchased, it came with 2 ceramic nuts, and these are just resistant to heat, and this will keep from any melting that would happen if you did put plastic wire nuts. See here, we tied our leads in. Resecure your igniter using your 2 screws. So here, this is your gas valve. This is where your gas is going to go into your lines. So make sure when you put your line back on top that it inserts directly on top. Sure as well that you remove any wires that would keep you from allowing your gas line to go on top of the outlet. Make sure that this goes directly on top of that nipple. Now I'm just going to dry fit everything. I'm going to turn on the oven, and I want to see if we do get a flame. You can see right now that it is glowing, and once it reaches a certain temperature, that will engage the gas valve and turn on the flame. This video was a help. If it was informational, please subscribe.